Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Target 100 in Mathematics by Shivesh Kumar Singh, and today we are going to talk about sum of n terms of a geometric progression. Okay, in my last video I have told you about a geometric progression that if some numbers are written in this pattern ar square, ar to the power 3 and so on up to ar raised to the power n minus 1, then it is called a geometric progression where r is called common ratio and a is called the first term. Now if you consider its first n terms, then sum of n terms, it will depend on the condition of r, that is condition of common ratio. So if r will be greater than 1, then sum of n terms will be a times r to the power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. It will be when r is greater than 1, or it can be equal to Sn is equal to a times 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. Then r will be, this will be the formula when r will be less than 1. Okay, now my dear students, normally I ask this question in the class that what will happen when r will be equal to 1. Okay, we cannot put any condition because you can see here then denominator will become 0. So definitely it is going to be invalid expression. Okay, so what will happen when r will be equal to 1? So in that case answer is very easy, because if r is equal to 1, then it will be a constant sequence. For example 2 2 2, you see r is equal to 1 means terms are not changing. So if you are adding its n terms, then what will be Sn? It will be equal to 2n. Okay, or you can do it by the formula of AP also, arithmetic progression. Okay, so it was just an extra information. You must be ready for that also, that what will happen when r will be equal to 1? That sequence will be called constant sequence, and its sum of n terms will be equal to constant term multiplied by n. Or there can be a question also that write an example of the sequence which is both arithmetic progression and geometric progression. So which type of sequence will be both? Constant sequence, okay, having same number. Now coming back to the sum of n terms. So this is the simple formula for applying sum of n terms. Just we should know here first term r common ratio, or we first term will be given, common ratio will be given, Sn will be given, and then n will be required. We will see some questions, but we have only these two basic formulae for sum of n terms. Okay, now let's talk about some questions. For example, question is find three numbers in GP whose sum is 13 and the sum of whose square is 91. Now you see three numbers in GP whose sum is 13. So let numbers be A, AR, AR square. Now here you can see, my dear students, normally I say that if you have to consider three numbers, then you can take A upon R, A and AR. Okay, but why I am not taking here? Because in this question product is not given. So if product is not given, then R will not be cancelled out. So unnecessarily why to deal with the fractional numbers? Okay, so I have taken here A, AR and AR square. Again I am telling you here that these questions I have taken from NCERT or from Exemplar or from R.D. Sharma. Now, so what they say, sum of the numbers is 13. So A plus AR plus AR square is equal to 13. So what we can get from here? We can take A common. So it will be 1 plus R square is equal to 13. We will see how to use it later on. Next condition is sum of whose squares is 91. So let's square it. So A square plus A square R square plus A square R to the power 4 is equal to 169. So A square can be taken common. It will be 1 plus R square plus R to the power 4 is equal to 169. This is equation number 2. Now we have to solve equation number 1 and equation number 2 to get the values of A and R. Why? Because we have to find three numbers. So definitely we have to find the values of A and R. So what we are going to do here? We are doing squaring equation 1. So what you will get here? A square, see there is a less space, so I am writing little in short. Okay, here if you see, we can apply the formula of A plus B plus C whole square, And if you don't remember the formula, then I will write here and then I will erase it, okay? Better you take the screenshot when I write the formula. It is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 times ab plus bc plus ac. Okay, so this is, now again I am telling you, you have various methods to solve one question. Okay, so it depends that what method is striking in your mind, you start with that. Okay, so it strikes in my mind, so I am doing with that. So it is, now square both the sides, a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 times ab plus bc plus ac, okay, is equal to 169. Now, why I have written here 169? No, this is 91 only. See, this is the mistake. If you continue with that, then big problem in the question. It is 91. Now, it is 169 because it is 13 square. Now, a square will be, a square I am multiplying inside, so it will be 1 plus r square plus r to the power 4 plus r can be taken common here. So 2a square r times 1 plus r square is equal to 169. And you can see this value is known. It is equal to 91 plus 2 times ar, and a times this is equal to 13. So it is dot 13 is equal to 169. Now this equation will be divided by 13. Okay, so just to make the number smaller, it will be equal to 7 plus 2 times AR is equal to 13. So I think AR will be equal to 13 minus 7, 6 divided by 2, 3. AR will be equal to 3. This is the one equation we are getting, which will be used later on. Now, how to get some other equations after finding the value of AR? What we can do here, we can use any of the equation to simplify this further. Yes, so just in this equation, let's try to write some values if we can. A is equal to A plus AR. AR means 3 plus AR square. I am using this equation, okay? A as it is plus AR means 3. AR square means 3R is equal to 13. So here, what I am getting here, A plus 3R is equal to 10. 13 minus 3, 10. Now, we can put the value of R in this equation. So, it will be A plus 3 times 3 upon A is equal to 10. So, I am sure it will be converted into a quadratic equation. So, this will be A square plus 10A plus 9 is equal to 0. So, splitting by the middle term, you will get A plus 9 times, will it be plus? No, it will be minus. Here it will be minus. So, A minus 9 times A minus 1 is equal to 0, means A is equal to 1 and 9. So, after getting the values of A, we are getting two values of A. I am writing little in space so that you can see and we can write both the values together, 1 and 9. So, one by one you put the values of A here. So, R will be equal to 3, and when it is equal to 9, then it will be equal to 1 over 3. Okay. So, what will be the numbers? Just put these pair of values here in these answers. So, numbers are, if I am taking 1, 3 as the pair, then 1, 3, 9 will be the answer. Or when you reverse it, like if you take the number 9 and 1 over 3, then it will be 9, 3 and 1. Okay, this will be the answer. See, no doubt question was little lengthy, but okay, it's okay. Sometimes we get lengthy questions also. Now, let's talk about this. This is very important question, and some questions are with the decimal point also. So, just try to understand the procedure, okay? See, Sn is equal to 5 plus 55 plus 555 plus and so on up to n terms. Now, here if you see, if we have any number other than 9, then what you will do? You will take that number common. So, in bracket what you will get? 1 plus 11 plus 111 plus and so on up to n terms. Okay. Then what you will do here? We can multiply and divide the bracket by 9. Why I am doing this? You will understand this in the next step. it is 9 plus 99 plus 999 plus and so on up to n terms. Now, it is why we have done so? Because 9 can be written as 10 minus 1, 99 can be written as 100 minus 1, 999 can be written as 1000 minus 1, like this up to n terms. Okay. Now, it is 5 over 9 times, see, I am writing all tens together. So, it will be 10 plus 10 square plus 10 cube plus and so on up to n terms, minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So, it is minus 1 plus 1 up to n terms. Now, it is equal to 5 over 9 times. See, it's a GP whose first term is 10, common ratio is 10, number of terms is n minus 1 upon 10 minus 1, minus 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3. So, up to n times it will be n. Now, take the LCM and simplify this. So, I am just little writing directly. See, LCM will be 9. So, 9 times 9, 81. In bracket, you will get 10 to the power n plus 1 minus 9n by LCM and minus 10 by distributive property. This is the answer. Again, I am telling you, you can have such questions with the decimal point also, like 0.5 plus 0.55 plus and so on. Okay. So, starting will remain same. You will take 5 common. Then here you will take 0.1 plus 0.11 like that. So, in place of 0.1, what you will write? Again, you will multiply by 9. So, it will be 0.9 plus 0.99 plus 999 like that. So, 0.9 you will write as 1 minus 0.1. Then 0.99 you will write 1 minus 0.1. Okay. So, make sure that decimal calculation you are doing at least 1 or 2 questions yourself. Now, let's see the next question. How many terms, means we have to find n, of the GP will make the sum 5461. Oh, very big number. Let's see. Okay. So, let's suppose it is sum of n terms, 5461. So, apply the formula of Sn. First, write the formula 8r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Why have applied this formula? Because r, you can see here, it is 4. Every term is multiplied by 4. So, r is greater than 1. So, this will be, first term is 1, common ratio is 4 to the power n minus 1 upon 4 minus 1 is equal to 5461. By cross multiplication, you will get 4 to the power n is minus 1 is equal to 3 times this. So, 3 ones are 3, 3 6 are 18, 3 4s are 12 and 1 13 and 3 5s are 15 and 1 16. Hope my calculation is correct. 4 to the power n is equal to 16384. Now, you see, left hand side is power of 4. So, definitely power of 4 will be right hand side also. Okay. So, not to waste the time in dividing by 4, I am going to divide it by little bigger number so that it will take less time. So, I am dividing it by 16. If you know more bigger number, you can divide. Okay. 16 ones are 16, 0, 16 twos are 32, 6, 16 fours are 64. Now, you see 1024, all of us, I think maximum of the student know about this. So, this can be written as 4 to the power n is equal to 16 times 1024. Okay, first I am writing like this. Now, it is 16 means 4 to the power 2 and 1024 means 2 raised to the power 10. So, convert it into the power 4 all. So, this will be 4 raised to the power 5. So, it means 4 to the power n is equal to 4 to the power 7. So, n is equal to 7. Okay. Just check the calculation. I am sure I have done it correctly. Okay. Now, let's talk about the next question. This is, I think, the question of that, what do you say, what is the name? Exemplar or R.D. Sharma book. Sum, if S be the sum, P is the product and R is the sum of the reciprocal. So, S is the sum means A R to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. See, here I have taken R greater than 1. Okay. Now, P is the product. So, means P can be written as A times AR square times up to AR to the power n minus 1 means A to the power n times. You see, I am doing little directly here. R to the power 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on up to n minus 1. So it is sum of n minus 1 natural numbers. So its sum will be n times n minus 1 divided by 2. You can verify this by using formula for AP also. Okay. And R is the sum of reciprocal. Now here you need to understand one thing, that if I have taken R greater than 1, then 1 upon R will be smaller than 1. Okay. So I will reverse the formula. So first term will be 1 upon A, then 1 minus R will be 1 upon R divided by 1 minus 1 upon R, and take LCM and write in little good form so that we can understand it better. So this will be R to the power n minus 1 upon R to the power n divided by R minus 1 upon R, means it will be R times R to the power n minus 1 upon A times R to the power n times R minus 1. Now you see what we have to prove. Its left hand side is S upon R to the power n, and it will be S means, just we have to write the values only, okay, and simplify. Just focus only on the expressions. A R to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1 divided by this expression R times R to the power n minus 1 divided by A R to the power n times R minus 1 to the whole power n. Now you see, R to the power n minus 1 up and down same, cancel. R minus 1 up and down same, cancel. Now this A will go to the numerator, this R to the power n will go to the numerator. So what we are going to get here, A square R to the power n upon R to the power n, means A to the power 2n times R to the power n times n minus 1. Okay, just I'm telling you, because of lack of space, I am doing it little in short, but you will make sure that you are understanding the calculation. Okay, now RHS is what? It is P to the power 2. Now what is the value of P? A to the power n times R to the power n minus 1 upon 2 to the whole power 2. So it will be A to the power 2n times R to the power n into n minus 1. Now you see both expressions are same. So therefore P square is equal to S upon R to the power